Yo! Welcome back to Prone to Play. Today I want to continue with episode 2 for my Let's Play series of Satisfactory. And if you watched the last episode, you know exactly where we stopped. Basically I didn't move very much. What I did in between was basically I simply ran through this forest. I basically ripped out the whole forest and put all the leaves in this container, which then got converted into the biomass. So we have plenty of that now, and yeah, the reason behind that is I don't want to worry about having any energy issues. Yeah, good timing for that. It just ran out of biomass, and yeah, that's what I want to avoid during my recording sessions and during the episodes, so that I don't have to worry about this stuff. But that's basically everything that I did. I think that took around 30 minutes, and then I also let the manufacturing lines run a little bit in order to back up some items so that we can progress further through the game and we don't have to wait hours, or yeah, I don't know exactly how long, but so we don't have any delays in progressing. And the goal for this episode is basically to, one, extend our power plant, or yeah, get it online, and second, I want to finish at least the 2 remaining milestones for tier 1, which unlocks the field research and also some logistics components that will help to further increase the efficiency of our already existing factory lines. I will reorganize them a bit after unlocking the milestones, but yeah, you will see that in a minute. Okay, first things first, I don't want to reconnect the power now. I'm not sure if I noticed that correctly, but I had the feeling last episode that the biomass burners on the hub don't go idle when there's no need for electricity, since the biomass burners can register whether or not the energy providing is needed. When you have more biomass burners running than necessary in order to provide energy for the power grid, some of them will go idle in order to save on biomass. And I don't know if that's the case for the hub as well. I had the feeling that it isn't. So I decided, once the power plant with the biomass burners is set up completely, I will exclude the 2 biomass burners from the hub, from the power grid completely. So yeah, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I just want to make sure that I don't waste any biomass, since the biomass burners that I plan to set up will provide more than enough energy for all the factory lines. And also, yeah, I mentioned in my first episode that this was basically the first time that I record stuff, and I had already some various learnings from producing the first video. First of all, I just noticed I did it already a few times. I want to jump less and not move so quickly around, so it's not that much of a pain to watch. The second thing that I want to avoid is I want to speak more fluently and have less stutters and errors and thinking pauses in my speaking, but since English is not my first language, it's sometimes difficult to translate all the stuff that's going through my head and lay out what I'm intending to do, or what's going through my mind. So I think it will improve throughout the time, but yeah, bear with me, and I apologize if it's I hope it's not too bad. Excuse me. The third thing is I took some action in my office in order to reduce the reverb that I noticed in the last episode. I hope it's a little bit better now. Yeah, I will see at the end of the session, of the recording session, if it helped any bit, but yeah, let's just see this as an experiment, although you can see it anyways. But if you notice a difference, then just let me know. I hope it will help a little bit. And the last thing that I noticed, that I underestimated the game volume again. My very first attempt of recording was so unbearable because the ambient volume and the music was so much louder than my recording voice, and I'm commenting live while playing. I don't do an voiceover because I just want to keep it authentic and not basically have a narrator of the gameplay, but I want to speak live while gaming. But that also means I can only check the settings of the audio in hindsight, since it's just one audio track and I don't have separated the voice from the game audio. And although I turned down the volume of the game a little bit, in my opinion it was still very loud, so I'm working from bottom up now. I turned down the recording volume of the audio as well as the game volume itself, and I will check after the episode if it's too quiet again, and then I will slowly work up from the bottom. But I think it's better this way than to have too loud volume. So I will do it this way, just so you know. I will check myself after the recording session, but let me know what you think, if it's too quiet or too loud or whatever. I'm gladly appreciating the feedback. Okay, that's everything that I wanted to mention for the start, and let's just finish the current milestone, shall we? As you can see, the production was set on iron rods at the end of the last episode, and it produced quite some iron rods. I had already some iron plates backing up, and I will just wait. Did I pick iron rods? Yes, I did. I just want to pick up the necessary items in order to complete the milestone. Feed everything in and click on the big red button.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Okay. What I didn't mention yet, or what I haven't mentioned yet, is that the logistics milestone also unlocked some conveyor lifts, where you can rise your conveyor belts very vertically, but in the very beginning of the game, in my opinion, it's not necessary. At least I'm not planning to implement this in my factory lines for now, since the factories are small enough to be on one floor as a whole, so in my opinion that's not necessary for the start. And since we now have access to the splitters and to get use of all the extracted ore, I was planning on reorganizing these factory lines anyways, so while we are at it, let's just put them on foundations in order to have it a little bit cleaner. This might be too low, but I didn't really plan this out beforehand. I just told myself, or I just planned for myself, that I want to do it in general, but I don't have a layout planned beforehand, so I will just try to set something up for the start. And it's not basically long-term anyways, since as we progress further through the game, we will get access to more and more efficient or effective products machines and stuff, so I'm not planning to stay here very long, but for the start this will do, since yeah, I just want to make use of the 60 iron ores that we can extract for now. And now that we can split the 60 iron ore, we can smelt all of it at once. Yeah, since here there's it goes a little bit uphill, I think I will actually I will build around this direction in order to have more room and in order to not have to bend the factory all the time. So I will just redirect this into this direction and place the merger, the splitter. I also have to reorganize my hotkey bar in order to be able to switch around the logistics parts and sort them into the different elements. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Although my OCD is big enough that I want to have it symmetrically. So let's just go this way. Then 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it fits this way. Yeah, it's not right angles. Later down the progression line I will take care of this, and it will be important for me to have a perfect layout, or as good as possible, but for now I can live with some kind of spaghetti lines, so this is not that big of a deal for me, for the start at least. I think I have to expand the foundation in order to fit 2 constructors. Oh, I'm out of reinforced iron plates. I didn't think of that. Actually, I did not prepare any further item production other than everything that was already set up at the end of episode 1, so I don't have any cable or reinforced iron plates or anything that was provided other than wire rods or plates. But we have to do some screws in order to do some iron plates. So yeah, I will craft manually at this point in order to set up the factory, but I'm planning on setting up a production for every single item that is available for us and that will be necessary over time. So yeah, I will do just the minimum effort manually and then let the production run automatically. So, actually, what I didn't think about is, yeah, these iron rods take 15 per minute, 15 iron ingots, but we are smelting 30, so I have to split this once again. Right in front. Did I do this wrong? Yes, I did. Okay, and then we actually have to put down 2 more constructors. Extend this even further. Again, this is just temporary for the start, but I'd rather have the production up and running on a semi-optimized build than just focus a whole hour of setting up at the moment for progression and only important to be for like 10 minutes, and then I have to tear it down, or I will travel further in order to find more resources and stuff. Just keep it a little bit practical. Now I'm missing cable. Damn. Okay, let me just prepare this really quick. Okay. I think this might be too close as well. But it should work this way. Nope, still too close. Okay. Now, this will produce 20 iron plates by using 30 ingots. And here we have another 30. Which we will split up into 2 different iron rods, factories. And this one will actually construct further the iron rods into screws. Now I do have an excess of 5 producing here over time, since this will be backing up. But I think there's a solution to this problem. I want to try to maintain some distance to this constructor, so that it's not blocking me from using a conveyor belt here. Yeah, I want to split. I want to split 10 iron rods out of here, because in order to produce screws or convert them into screws, we only need, goddammit, we only need 10. So we can actually, let's do it on the other side, and then we can merge the rods again. I think it will be more clean. Yes. Because the normal conveyor splitters split equally between the exits. So there's 3 exits, and when you use all the 3, then it will split equally. In this case, you have an output of 15 iron rods, and divided by 3 exits, it's 5 each. So here, it's a little bit of soft clipping, but it's okay. So here we have 5 out, merging with the other 15, and then I will put up a storage container. Let's do it from here, so I'm sure that it's aligned. Is it facing the right way? Yes. Okay, and now we are making sure that we don't have any backup or wasted material, since although it's not looking perfectly, I do not like the idea that something is not working completely efficient. And the other 10, which are merging here again, will convert 10 iron rods into screws. Let's extend this once again, put down a storage container. Okay, that's 2/3 done, and this was done already. Is it the right way? No. What control? Maybe align it with the other storage container. It's traveling a little bit further now, but doesn't matter in the end since it's all backing up here. Okay, and that's basically our iron factory. Now we can prepare the power lines. I'm not gonna do this. Nope, I don't want to clip it. Let's just do it quick and dirty. I think I'm gonna run out of cable again. Yeah. Okay, give me 1 minute. Actually, I don't even have to run back. Just can put down a craft bench. Okay, I think that is everything connected. Let's just check. "12 megawatts doesn't seem right, but I think I implemented all the recipes. That's 4. Eight connected. 12. 16. 20. 24. This should show 24 megawatts, but it doesn't. No. I will just leave it be, and if there's still something wrong when I start up everything, then I will check again. No, it's 29. 24, 29. Oh, okay, it's alright. We don't need this, and I don't want to waste any materials, so yeah. And this is basically already a little advanced iron factory, producing all the 3 basic materials. What's needed again for reinforced iron plates? Plates and screws. So I actually have to set up another constructor for screws in order to fully provide our plates as well. Maybe I will look out for a second iron node in order to set up reinforced iron plates, since, yeah, as I said, I want to automate everything. But yeah, that should do for now. At least it's fully efficient, although not providing all the materials. Okay, next up I want to fully set up the power plant, because yeah, now we have the first factory that needs power again. I thought about putting these a little one tile further away at the very edge here, and yeah, doing the same on this side as well, so I have 5 biomass burners here and 5 biomass burners on the other side, so I don't have to run around, because initially I had the idea to put them close together and connect them all here in this one line, but then I would have to run around the whole block in order to feed biomass into them, and I'd rather access them from the center, so I will just rearrange them real quick. I don't know why they are clipping, but it beats me. Maybe because of, I hope because of the power poles, because this is fine for me. here's... Oh no, never mind. Thought the rock would be in the way, but it seems that it's not. Also, one thing that I just remembered, not only are the biomass burners be able to go on idle automatically, they also seem to be more efficient than the biomass burners from the hub, since they produce or provide 30 megawatts of power and the other ones do 20, but I had the feeling that they consume less power while less biomass or less fuel while providing more energy. But again, I didn't double check, so I'm not 100% sure, but it was my impression. Did I really use all the iron plates? Yes, I did. Okay. That's just a further signal that I have to get this online ASAP. Let's see. Yeah. Let's just get the... it should be... No, I don't only have plates for 2 of them. But let's just get these 5 online for now. Disconnect the 2 biomass burners since one of them still has fuel. I can just pick that up already. Oh no, they both ran out at the same time. Okay. Yeah, which basically makes sense because I fed them at the same time as well, or started them. This one is not used anymore. Let's extend this power line. Again, not pretty, but it gets the job done. Put it here, connect it, and yeah, they use 29 megawatts in total over there. So putting on 1 burner should provide enough. Looking good, looking good. Let's just feed the other ones, but I think they won't. Or will they? They are burning at the same time. Production 25, consumption 25. Maybe they are burning at a slower rate because it's not necessary. I don't know. Let's check. Let's feed them in. In my first run through this game, I actually did not play that much with biomass burners since, yeah, I almost only used the 2 biomass burners at the hub and did a lot of manual crafting, and as soon as I got access to the coal... Oh, they're still burning. I don't know. Okay, in order to not waste too much, or to be sure to not waste any fuel that I prepared, I will just turn them off since they're not needed right now. Yeah, production is 29. I think they adjust, but I'm not 100% sure. I will check in between the next 2 episodes in order to, yeah, be sure that I don't waste any of the biomass that I handcrafted, that I prepared beforehand. Next up is the... Oh, it's actually clipping. Okay, but yeah, can't be helped. Next up is the concrete again. For now, we still do not have access to over or underclocking. Otherwise, I would underclock the 2 constructors, which will be fed in the 60 limestones now, since we are providing for more than 1, but not enough for 2 constructors running at 100%, but yeah, can't be helped. Okay, this is in line. Is it? It's not. Just showed me, but maybe it's not possible because of the foundation grid. And then we have 2 constructors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just keep a little gap. And I'm running out of reinforced iron plates again. Can I craft them? No, what's needed? Screws. Huh? Oh, I prepared them, but I didn't craft them. Sorry. Actually, how far? I think this is, yes, perfect. Okay, good for me. This will simply produce concrete. 54 and 54 is more than 15, but yeah, since they will not get provided enough limestone in order to run at 100% efficiency, they will just start up and stop again whenever they run out of material. And yeah, we will have a little bit of flickering at the energy consumption, but since the biomass burners seem to adjust automatically, it's basically the same. And this, oh yeah, okay, it is feeding, perfect. And when the setup will be done, I think we will already be able to progress the milestone. Oh, this is actually, yeah, this is what I meant in the last episode. I wanted to make sure that every little modular is aligned to the world grid, and this example really shows why. I could have just like built out into another direction, but yeah, why? I don't really see any point in expanding too much. But since I aligned both of these foundation modulars to the world grid, they are aligning now perfectly, and basically I will just have a combined factory of everything here. Or at least align them with the power plant. Maybe I will do the same with the copper. Might be nice. Not necessary though, but might be nice. These are gonna merge again and then feed into another storage container. Not learning from my mistakes. I should again look from here. And these will feed in here. Since these are only 3 machines, 1 power pool should be enough. But actually, I think I will connect these out and not mess with the power. Yeah. I was thinking about it 10 seconds ago, but then forgot it already. I wanted to turn on a second biomass burner in order to provide enough energy for the additional 12 megawatts, since we exceeded the 30 megawatts of the first one. But now, yeah, one simple mistake, doesn't really matter. Let's just do it maybe a little bit cleaner like this, and like this. Looking a little bit better. Okay. Alright. Factory 2 out of 3 improved. Let's just hold control and delete all of this at once. Oh, I'm creating some crates. When you run out of space in your inventory, or in your inventory, then all excess will be put down in some little crates, and they will also show up on the compass at the very top, which will get annoying over time, so I want to avoid that at any time. If I have to put something down, I can simply put it. Yeah, I like the idea of aligning everything. When I need to put something down, I will either build a storage container or a personal storage box. Do I have them right now? No, I think they will be unlocked later. Never mind. Okay, the idea here was that I will once again split the 60 iron ore into 2 smelters. Since at the moment we only have 2 products which can be crafted or produced by using, again, not in the right direction. Can be crafted by using iron, and this actually has the perfect rate to be split up, but you will see in a second. Let's just do it this way. And yeah, just to show you guys how to do a right angle. If you don't know, everybody who played this game might know, but maybe there's somebody new watching. The green lines at the bottom basically show you if something's straight or not, and here we have the straight lines meeting in a corner, and if you want to do a right angle by conveyors, and this will be valid for pipes as well in the future, then you simply move back 2 spots, and then this will create a perfect right angle. Maybe I will fix this at the iron factory and at the concrete factory later, but yeah, there's no real need to do that. And also, when you feed this in directly, it will just use the iron plates for the conveyor belt itself, but when you place this on the ground, it will also create a little pole which uses extra material. And sometimes you don't have this with you, and it might be a little bit annoying. Yeah, but it's just, I think, a matter for the start where you don't have a real access of the basic materials, and this will drastically change in the future very soon. But yeah, this is basically the comparison of doing a little bit more chaotic setup than the perfect layout with right angles and stuff and straight lines. I think these are not even symmetrical, since the splitter is not in the center of the foundations, but this will do for now. Okay, the next thing is putting down the constructors. I'm missing iron plates. They are getting produced over there. I think in between this and the next episode I will once again let some time go by in order to back up more materials, since I don't want you really to have to watch me crafting stuff manually, as I said, but yeah, it's just some seconds every now and then at the moment, so for now it will do. Yeah, another thing is for the stuff that I'm not producing right now, such as the reinforced iron plates for the constructors and for other machines. But this will be fixed very soon when everything will produce automatically. For the copper I will need another 2 constructors, so let's just quickly produce 4 iron plates. And then we can not only take care of producing 60 wire. Here, let's just do the recipe for copper, and this is basically the, I think it's a 1-to-1. No, oh, we even can split these. I didn't think about that. 30 wire only needs 15 copper ingots, so we can split these once again, and then we have 4 constructors. in order to be able to produce 120 wire. I was only thinking about getting 60 out, and yeah, the plan is to convert half of this directly into cable, so we are producing both at the same time. I think I will speed up this setup really quickly, since yeah, it's not that exciting and I want to get it done in order to go ahead. Okay, this is the finished copper setup for now. Just to give you a quick tour, because I'm not sure whether I will just speed up the building process or I will cut it out completely. Excuse me. The 60 iron ore that we will extract here will be split up into 2 smelters, which then again are getting split up into 4 constructors, each of them converting 15 copper ingots into 30 wire, with a total output of 120, and half of them will be stored directly and the other 50% will get merged and then converted into 30 cable per minute. So this whole output is 60 wire per minute and 30 cable per minute. And yeah, basically I try to organize the conveyor belts as clean as possible. And now all that's left is hook everything up to power, which I will do right now. Okay, this is everything hooked up, but since I didn't want to repeat the last mistake, I just checked the max consumption. Okay, registered the last machines now, and yeah, this will have a total output of or input of 33 megawatts, which is basically a little bit more than 1 biomass burner. Wow, they are running really fast through this biomass. Okay, I will start up the third one in order to provide enough energy for all this copper stuff, and hook everything up, and I hope everything will run smoothly. Since I already deleted the miner with full backup, I have some ore in my inventory. I just put this in manually into the miner, so we can, yeah, we do not have to wait until it extracts the first ore, and I don't have much use of it anyways. Actually, I can also put something into the smelters, since I would just delete it anyways, and put the ingots back as well. These will actually never run out, since it's a manifold system, which is called a setup where you basically have the same input and output, and yeah, you neither produce excess nor have a shortage of incoming material. So yeah, when everything is running correctly, this number should stay 57 all the time, since 30 ore is coming in per minute and 30 will get out. But yeah, it would fill up my inventory unnecessarily, so why not dumping it into these machines. And here we have the wire already. Since this output is 30 per minute, we can simply merge it again and yeah, take full usage of the Mark I belt. And it's backing up already. Since I have way too much wire in my inventory, I will dump this back in the container again. And now we are also producing cables, so ideally I should not have to craft this again manually in the future, but you'll never know. Okay, and next up I want to check how much iron plate we have backed up, since the next logical step would be completing the field research for research and development. 180 is more than enough for the milestone. Let's just pick this up so I have some more in my inventory. How much? Oh, I have more rods than I currently need, so I will dump this back in. I don't know at what point I will do this, but I'm planning on also setting up a centralized storage, not room, but place. And yeah, basically maybe I will do this once I will have access to bigger containers. But the idea is that you have all items provided, or you can pick up all items from one place. And there will be ways during this game later on where you can sort things into different storage containers automatically. Not now though, so it doesn't really make sense to set up something like this already. And I will maybe set down some foundations and put some storage containers next to each other in order to have everything stored at one place. But yeah, since I'm only going back and forth this short distance, there's no really need for the moment. But maybe I will do this later when I will travel through the desert. And to get a first glance of the desert, let's finish the field research, which will unlock various different things. For example, a map.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects. The map has been unlocked.
You done yet? I was about to start talking again. Yes, this thing was the storage box that I mentioned earlier. Basically, you can choose between a storage container, which you can also link in between conveyor belts or hooking up on both sides with an output and an input. But if you do not need that much of storage space or you don't have it available, you can simply put down a personal storage box. And in my first playthrough, I actually never used this, since I always just put down a storage container. I don't know, maybe this was just force of habit, and maybe this will change during this playthrough, but I don't know. I will see. Okay, the map. The map is basically, yeah, undiscovered at the moment, and you have to run around and to discover places yourself. And as you travel and explore and go around this world, the map will update itself while doing so. And also the most important things will be shown at all times, which is basically your own position, the hub, and other things that will be added later on. And you can also put down stamps for things that you either find or want to remember or can't access at the moment, whatever you want. There's some preset marks, but you can also create some yourself. Yes, and basically it's difficult to see at the moment, but we are at the, as I remember correctly, at the very northeast of the map. Almost. So we saw basically this, what you see here around is excuse me, is this area, and the map in general should be this range. Maybe I'm underestimating it again because I don't have it in front of me now. It could be even this map, but yeah, we will discover it more and more during this Let's Play series. Okay, and the other thing is the molecular analysis machine that we unlocked. we barely have enough reinforced iron plates in order to set it down. Let's simply put it next to the hub. And what we can do here is research various materials that we find all over the place. We already have 3 trees available, which is alien organisms. There's 4 in total collectible. Nutritions, I think I already picked some barrel nuts, the other 2 I have not seen yet. The power grid has shut down. I think the biomass burner at the very front ran out of fuel. Let me just fix that, because I don't want to waste time. But yeah, this was faster than expected. Sorry for that. I have to produce more biomass for the next episode. I thought I have plenty backed up at the moment, but yeah, I underestimated. Well, technically this is not used at all, but I thought this would last longer. Another reason why I want to progress to automated power output as fast as possible. Yes, so I think I already have some splitter remains, so I can give an example. Basically every milestone, let's call it milestone of the tree, shows the necessary cost, it's called here, and I actually have to convert the... Why can't I do that here? I have to convert, usually I have to convert the remains into protein. Isn't that the case? Or did I misread? Hatcher? No. Stinger? Splitter. Oh, no, I don't have to convert it. Let's simply research it. And yeah, the reward was the alien protein, which now lets me convert it. For example, now here this splitter remains can be converted into splitter protein, which then can be used for other stuff later on. For example, you can do medicinal inhalers out of this and instantly regain full HP when you took damage. And also last episode I mentioned that I picked up this little quartz resource here, and it unlocks another tree from the research. And yeah, I expected to get the message from the AI, but I didn't, since I did not unlock the MAM yet. But yeah, I can research that already, since I have more than 10. Let's do that as well.
New resource added to the resource scanner.
And now we can scan for quartz, and I know
New
for a
research
fact
available in the MAM.
that there's 1 or 2 resources close by. So yeah, I think this will be part of the next episode, where I pick up some quartz in order to progress further down this research tree, since I want to get these blade runners as fast as possible. Yeah, since these are also part of the equipment that I mentioned last episode, you can put them on and they do not only let you run faster, but also jump higher and prevent you from taking fall damage a little bit. They do not cover all the fall damage, but they reduce it a little bit. And also there are 3 other animals where we have to collect remains from. I think I will meet them very, very soon while exploring this map. But basically that's all we can do for now. The other things are still unknown, since we have to find and unlock them in the world. But what we can do is the barrel nuts for nutritions, since we have enough for that.
New object added to the object scanner.
Perfect. No need to go any further down the line at the moment, but yeah, now tier 1 is completed. And we can take care of tier 2, which has some more amazing stuff for us. For example, the part assembly, where we get an assembler, which does not convert one item into another like the constructor, but takes together two different items and converts them into another one. For example, the rotor, modular flame, or smart plating are products that need to be produced by inputting two different materials. Another thing is obstacle clearing, which is not only very important or attractive because of more inventory slots. You never can have enough inventory slots, but also for getting a chainsaw and cutting down some trees, which is basically, yeah, a much more easy, relaxing, efficient way to pick up leaves, and you don't have to pick them up by hand, but yeah, you get much more resources at the same time. We also have jump pads. I did not use them that much until now in Satisfactory, but maybe I will just experiment a little bit with them later on. We also have a resource sink, which is very, very attractive. I think I might do this one first, since the Awesome Shop contains a huge amount of very nice, beautiful cosmetic things, but also helpful stuff that we need further down the line, or that we want really urgent further down the line. And in order to get some tickets that we need for buying stuff in the Awesome Shop, we need to set up an awesome sink. But yeah, I don't think this will be a matter for the next episode, maybe later, but I will see. And then we get our first upgrade of the logistics. We get better conveyor belts, we get stackable conveyor poles, so we can basically stack them up and put more than one conveyor belt in the same line, and also a better conveyor lift, which we have not used at all yet. But yeah, this is basically all the stuff for tier 2, and I think I will focus on that before clearing the objective of building the space elevator. But yeah, at some point we have to deal with the space elevator in order to unlock further tiers down the line, and yeah. But in order to do so, I think I will clearing all the available milestones for the start, and they're not too complex. Basically almost everything that we need to provide for the given milestones we are producing already. We just have to give it a little bit of time. Yeah, I will think a little bit about what I want to start with. Like every milestone has its pros and cons. The awesome shop and awesome sink are important later on. The jump pads are fun. The chainsaw is actually very helpful in order to gather biofuel, now that I think of it. And this stuff is necessary in order to progress further and unlock the tiers. I think I will start with the chainsaw. Basically, maybe I can already unlock this. The space pod is back again. I'm missing screws. Let me pick them up, and maybe we can build it already, so I can pick up stuff with the chainsaw in between episodes. Oh yeah, and also I will unlock the biomass, which is a little bit of an upgrade. Not the biomass from leaves, but the solid biomass, I think it's called. Let me check in a second. I have enough concrete. I do. Plenty, actually. Let's feed the stuff in. Obstacle clearing. Launch.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Yes. We just saw the additional slots coming up, and now we can build a chainsaw. Wow, that was quicker than expected. We basically can clear out almost everything aside from the logistics marks 2 and the jump pads, so maybe I will just focus on the part assembly, but for now let's have a look at the chainsaw. And in order to build that, I have to put down an equipment workshop, where not only the Xenozapper that we got at the very start of the game is available, we will need more a little bit later, but also we have some other items available, for example the chainsaw, and all that's missing are 4 reinforced iron plates, and I think I can just simply build them really quick. There's 2, 3, 4. Should be, yes. Just in case if you're wondering, every 4 ticks of a production process of a craft bench is 1 second. So if something takes 6 ticks, let's call it that way. If a reinforced iron plates takes 6 ticks, it's 1.5 seconds in order to produce. Okay, now we have equipped a chainsaw. And we actually have to have solid biofuel. And you know what? Let's just no, let's keep it running. I was thinking about cutting the energy in order to save the biomass and convert it all into biofuel, since it's much more efficient. But yeah, I will just have to pick up more biofuel later. Okay, yes, this is basically our first little stack of biofuel, and now we can chop down some trees, which will give us not only leaves but wood, and it will get rid of bigger clusters of flora, just in case if it will be in the way in the future. We can simply get rid of it like this. And we do not only get leaves from this, but also we get more wood, which gives us much more biomass than simply picking up leaves. And I think I will just deal with this a little bit in between episodes and producing some more solid biofuel. And I will also add another constructor in this line. So yeah, actually I don't want to complicate it too much. I was thinking about adding a different line, one for leaves and one for wood. But wood can be crafted into biomass very quickly on the craft bench. It's really only a matter of some seconds. It doesn't really matter how much it is, because it goes very fast. And then I will put it down here. I will keep it like this, where biomass gets backed up, and then I will extend this line and add another constructor here, which will convert the biomass into biofuel. Actually, this is in the way. Yeah, and then this will eventually back up into an additional container where I can put out solid biofuel. And yeah, I'm curious what the burn rate of biomass is compared to the biofuel. Maybe I will look this up in between episodes. But I think this is everything for now. Yeah, I think I will end it here. I will check how the audio is for the second episode. Maybe the game is now too quiet, but yeah, as I said, I want to be careful now, since I have 2 failures now, including the first episode, which is out. But I can work my way bottom up with the audio. Better be safe than sorry. And also I will prepare more fuel. So yeah, even though I had this prepared beforehand, I had one power outage already in this episode and I want to avoid this in the future. So I will prepare this before starting episode 3. But that's gonna be it for now. I think we actually completed a lot. We completed the whole tier 1, we completed one milestone of tier 2 already, and built up 3 different, a little bit more advanced factories than last time, playing a little bit with logistics, with efficiency, and basically this will give you a general idea on how I will handle things in the future, caring a lot about efficiency, about the right relations of items and input and output, because this is basically what I care about in this game. And yeah. So, if you have anything that you want to let me know, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next episode.